Thank you for joining me this evening. My name is Jerron, and today we're going to be speaking on leadership integrity and the problem that a lack of integrity plays in our company and in the workplace. We'll also present a solution. Integrity is the quality of being honest with strong moral principle. Merriam-Webster also states integrity is defined as being honest and fair. This is what organizations strive to be for customers, employees, and shareholders. Integrity is the driving force of how an individual and or company is perceived. Someone not acting with integrity could be described as dishonest and unfair, which by definition is the opposite of integrity. Individuals in leadership who do not act with integrity not only stifle their own success, but the success of everyone around them. A great example of this is when a manager decides to give an opportunity to someone simply because they like them, opposed to choosing a qualified candidate, or when a team member is micromanaged based on biased opinion from drawing one's own conclusion or someone else's. Leadership acting without integrity plagues the workplace and motivates negative workplace chaos. In fact, a national survey shows 39% of the surveyors believed bad managers provoke bad tempers. Bad tempers resulted in lack of focus on the job, which caused issues and decreased productivity and profitability. Research also shows teams with bad managers or leaders has a 50% decrease in production and a 44% decrease in profitability. Understanding the importance of each employee, we learn that an employee's work-life balance and well-being is of the utmost importance. If a team is placed in a nurturing environment and they know that their leaders care about them and act in ways that show it, each employee will likely be more productive, causing the organization to be more profitable. A fable written by Aesop explains the role of employee and leader perfectly. The story was about a farmer who noticed he had a goose with a discolored egg, which turned out to be gold. The farmer began to harvest the gold from the goose, and over time the farmer wanted the goose to produce more gold as he grew with greed. The farmer reached a point and thought if he had cut open the goose, he would get all of the golden eggs. In the end, he ended up killing the goose and losing any eggs the goose could have laid. In this story, we see leadership depicted as the farmer, the employee the goose, and the gold profitability and wealth. If the farmer would have understood the value in nurturing the goose and ensuring it was comfortable and happy, the goose would have continued to lay eggs. Integrity informs leadership of this concept. Being fair and honest is the key to maintaining a comfortable, stable, and nurturing work environment. So how is this problem solved? With an intangible factor being integrity, which is something we cannot hold, something we see and we feel daily, is there truly a solution with helping guide our internal moral compasses? The first way that we need to understand that it cannot be controlled as far as integrity. We can only monitor and train and coach to the characteristics of good integrity. An established solution to controlling integrity issues is by monitoring performance. Performance should be monitored on all levels of the company, from frontline customer-facing employees to senior leadership and CEOs. The basis of the monitoring will change by role, but the effectiveness of it will not. Performance metrics is defined by the leader's everyday tasks and responsibility. A great example is a manager that leads a sales team. The manager's metrics is how well their team sells the product and services. The next would be quality. Quality, which can be graded by the leader's ability to follow policies and procedures, and if they have had any negative coachings or written warnings. The last section is collaboration, which defines how well the leader interacts with their team, peers, and different departments. Focusing on performance alone is not enough because there are other means of motivating performance that are the opposite of acting with integrity. "360 performance feedback is a very effective way at ensuring leadership is acting with integrity. It tells each individual that your opinion matters too. The reason this is effective is because each leader is provided with feedback from their team, peers, direct manager, and customers. This informs a leader on how their actions have impacted the others around them and gives them the opportunity to adjust them and fix any issues that are causing them not to be effective amongst the group. The cost of conducting this feedback is very minimal because the data could be gathered in very cost-effective ways. The time it takes to conduct the feedback is generally based on the information and the timeliness of the feedback contributors. The solutions will be implemented in pilot phases, first in micro areas of the department or the organization. Focusing on productivity and profitability over a set time period will be one of the best ways of understanding the success or failure of solutions. If an underperforming team with a supervisor who received negative or unfavorable reviews before the solution was implemented, there should be a noticeable change after implementing the solutions. In 3 months' time, the team should be thriving and performing. Comparing the profitability and productivity of the team or department monthly and quarterly will be effective as well. This will show if by resolving integrity issues, if the employee and customer have changed for the positive or for the negative. During a survey, we learned 70% of individuals who had taken the survey stated poor quality of line management caused them to underperform. This understanding informs that by changing the quality of line management and production settings, employees can and will perform and produce better. Thank you.